let's talk about finding love and getting into relationships. You see, there's been a common theme over the last 6 weeks. Many clients who have come to me are seeking love. They're seeking their significant other. So I decided to do a little video for all of you out there who can't quite make it to that session with me. So about 22 years ago, I was extremely shy, believe it or not. There's no way I'd be able to do these videos. There's no way I could even talk to a stranger, let alone a woman. I was terrified. So I decided to overcome my fear using a combination of hypnosis and practical exercises. I picked up something called the Venusian Arts, which is essentially the mastery of approaching and speaking to members of the opposite sex. And this I became a master in. So after about a year, I started teaching other people how to meet and greet potential partners. So that's where my journey began. So I know quite a lot about the topic of love and how to approach finding a relationship. I'm in a successful relationship myself, and I've helped many others build successful relationships. But anyway, let's get to the point. So many of you, especially if you haven't been in a relationship for quite some time now, may be feeling the urge to find your person, your perfect partner, your soulmate. And this urge can be so strong in some of us that as soon as the first person comes along, we jump in heart first, head first. We jump all in to this new potential relationship, wanting it to be the one. And for some people this works, and this is fine, and this is okay, because ultimately we are all unique. However, my approach and recommendation when it comes to matters of the heart is to slow down. Take your time. Don't be in a rush, and always use discernment. You see, if you're in a rush to jump into love, to find love, to be in a relationship, this 9 times out of 10, from my experience with my clients, is what leads to the relationship burning out quickly. It leads to you being with the wrong person for you. It leads to you ending up in a lesson-based relationship rather than a love-based relationship. What is a lesson-based relationship? A lesson-based relationship is a relationship that is there to teach you something. These relationships tend to be rocky, fiery, hot, up, down, in, out, shake it all about. No, jokes aside, approach love slowly, approach love tenderly, approach love with discernment and caution. Why do I say this? If you're looking for the long haul and you really want a love that lasts, because love in itself is perfect, but we are still at the stage of imperfection in our human evolution. So we come into love, we come into these relationships with all kinds of baggage, all kinds of problems that are ours, and problems that we've also inherited from our parents and our grandparents and thereafter. So by approaching this slowly, it gives you the opportunity to really get to know the person, to see what's going on, to be clear if their values are in alignment with your values. Now, one of the key things about getting into a relationship to remember is that you're not just getting into the relationship with the person, but you're also getting into a relationship with their family. Your two families are essentially coming together by way of the two of you coupling up and choosing to walk this journey we call life together. So it's important to get to know the family, because the more you can get to know a person's family, if they have one, the more you will see other sides of the person that are yet to blossom and develop. You see, people are in this strange habit of, when we get into a relationship, we're putting our best self forward. We're putting forward all of our good qualities and hiding all of our cracks and are less than perfect qualities. So as a result, the first 3 to 6 months of the relationship, you're not actually seeing all sides of the person most of the time. I mean, everyone's different, and there are a few exceptions to the rule. But in general, people want to put their best self forward because they don't want to spoil it. They want to show how good of a potential mate they are. And I've been guilty of this in the past too. And every time I've done this, it never worked out. Believe me, I have amounted my fair share of failed relationships. Oh yes, there are many. But I'm thankful for these failed relationships because each of these failed relationships, lesson relationships as I call them, taught me something which I was able to carry forward into the next relationship and was able to shape the way that I communicate and the way that I love. So, get to know the family. Why is that important? Okay, well, this is important simply because the family are a reflection of who the person is. Remember that the family, these people raised your love interest. So a lot of the qualities of the family are going to be reflected in that person. As an example, my current partner, we've been together many years now, and the first few years of the relationship, certain characteristics I didn't see, and that's not just because she was hiding them, but it's because they were yet to be revealed. Because being in a relationship is also being on a journey with someone, and the relationship grows and prospers and reaches certain milestones, and there is ups and there is downs. Even the most perfect relationship will have ups and downs. So some of the qualities that you see in the family will invariably show up later on in the relationship as the relationship reaches certain milestones. And if you decide that having kids is what you want to do, some of these qualities will show up in the children, especially qualities from your partners and yours parents. As an example, I've got 4 children, right? And I know my family and my partner's family very well. And I can pinpoint certain characteristics, personality traits, physical attributes that have come from both sides from the grandparents. Interesting. So, to sum it all up, after 7 minutes, approach love slowly. Approach love with discernment. Take your time. There's no rush to jump in. And the slower you can move, the more things will move together. And if the person that you're pursuing, your love interest, runs away for whatever reason, don't be disheartened. Don't beat yourself up. It simply means that person was not the right person for you, or they would have stayed. If they run away or it doesn't work out, take this mindset that there is someone better waiting for you and that person who ran away. And this is truth. Anyway, much love to you all. God bless.